You know that one person. Nothing gets to them. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they shrug. Their order is wrong. They smile and fix it. Someone insults them. They just let it go. And you're sitting there wondering, are they even human? Because you felt your blood pressure rise just reading that. So what's actually going on inside their brain? Here's what nobody tells you. Some people are genuinely wired differently. Not better, not worse, differently. Scientists call it high emotional regulation. It means their brain processes threats, real or imagined, without triggering the same alarm system that fires in most people. When something irritating happens, your brain sends a signal to the amygdala, the part that controls fight or flight. In most people, that signal is loud, immediate, hard to ignore. In some people, the prefrontal cortex, the rational thinking part, jumps in faster. It intercepts the signal before the anger even forms. It's like having a very good bouncer at the door of your emotions. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone who appears calm actually is. Some people don't get angry because they've learned to suppress it, and that's not the same thing at all. Suppressed anger doesn't disappear. It accumulates, and it comes out in other ways. Passive aggression, emotional detachment, or one day, completely out of nowhere, an explosion that shocks everyone around them. So when you see someone who never gets angry, there are two very different things happening. Either their brain genuinely processes frustration without escalating it, or they're holding everything in, and the dam is quietly filling up. The difference matters. Genuine emotional regulators tend to have one thing in common. They don't see most situations as personal attacks. A rude person isn't ruining their day. That person is just having a bad day. A long queue isn't an injustice. It's just a queue. They've trained themselves, or were simply born, to see the world as mostly neutral. Most of us do the opposite. We make everything mean something. The late reply means they don't care. The sharp tone means they're angry at us. The small inconvenience means the day is ruined. And that gap between what happens and what we decide it means is exactly where anger lives. Now here's the part that surprises most people. Never getting angry is not always a sign of strength. Some of the calmest people in the room are calm because they've stopped caring. They're not regulating their emotions, they've just disconnected from them. It's literally neuroscience. Leave. That's not peace. That's numbness. Real emotional health isn't about never feeling anger. It's about feeling it, understanding where it's coming from, and choosing what to do with it. Anger, when used correctly, is information. It tells you when something is wrong, when a boundary has been crossed, when something matters to you. The people you should actually admire aren't the ones who never get angry. They're the ones who get angry and still respond with intention. So the next time you see someone who seems unshakable, don't assume they've figured something out that you haven't. Ask yourself, are they genuinely at peace, or have they just stopped feeling? Research shows that people with genuinely high emotional regulation share one more trait that almost nobody talks about. They process their emotions privately and quickly. They don't suppress. They don't explode. They feel the frustration, acknowledge it internally, and release it before it has time to build. It sounds simple, but for most people it requires years of practice or a specific upbringing that taught them emotions are safe to feel and quick to pass. The good news is, this is a skill, not a personality trait you're either born with or not. Every time you pause before reacting, even for 2 seconds, you are training your prefrontal cortex to intercept the signal faster. Every time you ask, will this matter in a week, before responding, you are rewiring the way your brain measures threat. It won't happen overnight, but the person you're envying across the room, the one who shrugs when everything goes wrong, they were once where you are, and your anger, as inconvenient as it feels, might be telling you something worth listening to.